Rebound taken out of the air by Kamara. Glances down the floor, dribble handoff to Scoot. Thought about a three, now he'll take the three and knock it down off the one bounce. Up by 8, Kamara, ball fake, drives Gobert to the baseline. Sharp, the extra pass, Scoot. Stand still three, catch and shoot number for Scoot Henderson, who is 2 of 2 from three-point range. It was a real Achilles heel for them last year. Henderson outside, knocks it down after CJ gave him a little airspace.
Scoring in the paint last season, and he still gets it done.
Now here is Murray taking Green to the baseline. Out on top, Scoot, a three. Yes, sir.
Simons off the Murray screen over to Scoot Henderson, and he knocks down the three ball. Scoot Henderson makes it a three-point contest. He's got 2 field goals.
To Platoon, open it up for Don to get that easy layup.
Henderson in the corner for 3. It was a missing color in his rainbow last year. He hasn't gotten off to a great start. That's his 4th. Rebound goes inside to Kamara. What a play he has had here tonight. Scoot Henderson alone on the wing for 3. It is good.
Because he shouldn't be as good of a driver as he is, and now decides to double up on the amount of threes that he's taken now. What is the defense supposed to do with him?
Catch and shoot.
Okay, I like
for
this
Henderson up and in.
Yes, sir.
So after the 7-0 start to the second quarter here. And what was it you were saying about Kevin Durant and best in-game adjustment on his shots?
Yeah.
Just like that, he's 4 of 8.
Yeah, most young players, they start off poorly. His AAU coach, when he was a kid, called him the Flash. There's Henderson.
And Tom, to give the fans a point of reference, leading the league this year are the Boston Celtics at close to 50 attempts a game. After the rebound is Kamara, run off by DiVincenzo. Loose change gathered in by Murray. Back outside to Scooter. Drills the three, yeah.
That kind of bumped up in the air. Still have the presence of mind to knock it down. And Scoot Henderson knocks down another 3 for the Trailblazers.
Obi Toppin was 1 of 4 the other night. Here's another 3 by Portland. Pacers have not been able to get any closer in this quarter. It's hung around 5 and 7. And it's going to go to 8 on another 3 by Henderson. Walker out there. And now Henderson for 3.
Don't get greedy, in other words?
Yeah.
Here's the long lead. He does turn it over, but they're not going to get a good shot. From the backcourt, count if it goes! It goes! It goes, and you said don't turn it.
Let's see how many minutes they roll with this lineup of Klingon and Rob Williams, the 3rd up front. Here's Simons into the lane, kick out to Scoot, and he flushes a 3. Beautiful shot by Scoot Henderson.
Under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Jacob Toby, Sean Elliott, Dan Weiss with you. Henderson hits a 3. It's been a struggle for Scoot Henderson this season. 27% three-point shooter. Chris's record-breaking assist against the Pelicans a couple games ago. And Scoot Henderson hits his second 3 of the game.
The finish coming Christmas Day, 1:30 in the afternoon against the Timberwolves. Scoot Henderson, buzzer-beating three-point attempt, and that gives the Blazers their first lead as the buzzer sounds on the first quarter. But he was actually able to save it in before it went out of bounds. I thought that was turnover city. That's Henderson nailing a three-pointer.
He would have been cool and a part of it the whole time anyway. Now, Martha May, she knew what time it was. She had an affection for the Grinch. And like Cindy Lou, as another bucket from the Blazers, the Grinch was the enemy. I thought he was the opposition, and I just watched it through a different lens. Okay, Scoot.
How about that lens?
Now, Scoot made 2 threes at Dallas as well.
Here's Simons. Carries it off the screen, over to Scoot, sets his feet, flutters one up and in. A 3-ball.
So much really goes to their general manager, Nico Harrison, and the environment he's created there for Kyrie to fit in. Now, how about Scoot?
Sharp kicks it outside to Scoot for 3 and collects another triple.
The bench is the second worst in the NBA, and they only had 12 the other night against Cleveland. Scoot from the outside hits a 3.
He's a coach's kid. He just knows how to play the game.
See, there's some answers beyond the shooting. I know I can get it out of you. Scoot Henderson.
So Hawk on the board.
You know, we say KYP, know your personnel. Jose did it for that. That's the shot. You want to live with that. If that's Scoot Henderson, you're okay with him taking that shot.
On cue, I thought he was about to score at that point. But the drought continues from the floor. It's 10 straight misses for Dallas. Scoot Henderson.
Okay. Just needed time from that injury. You got a high ankle sprain. It's going to take a little bit of time to find that rhythm, but he's got it now.
Something tells me we'll have more coming up soon on his last 6 games.
Anthony Simons crossing over, sees 2 defenders on the baseline, hooks it on top. Scoot a catch and shoot 3, got it. Scoot Henderson filling it up early.
Anthony to come out of the gates ready to go against, because there aren't the marquee names you see throughout the league on a nightly basis. Oh, Scoot Henderson has it going.
Yes,
yeah, but they played with a marquee level of energy.
Pump it outside to Henderson. He'll raise for 3, got it. Scoot with 13 points.
Where they come out of that timeout after Jordy Fernandez called the timeout on that offensive end for Brooklyn, and instead of coming back in a man-to-man defense, the Blazers were in zone. Okay, Scoot.
In the first quarter, 6 of 6, 4 of 4 from 3-point range. Sharp falls to the floor. Sharp of the Blazers swings it, and Henderson finds it in the corner. And really struggled with the free throw. Outside, Scoot Henderson. Oh, yeah. Catching the front iron, a little back kick, and it rolls in. Scooter. So Henderson split a pair of free throws, his 30 tonight. Tees up a triple here and knocks it down with great authority. Klingen with the board. Scoot will dispatch it quickly. 4-3 in transition. Got it. Scoot Henderson with a 3. 39 for the game. 8 of 10 from 3-point range.
And he doesn't need the ball a whole lot to do it. Of 49 players in the league averaging at least 20 points per game, he averages the fewest touches per game, right at 46. Okay, Scoot.
There's that form from 3 that's got a harden on him. He got stuck. Now Henderson will come to get it. 7 to shoot. He'll square up and fire a flare and got it. Man, he's got some air under that 3. Nothing but net. 2 of 3 from 3. Ant the other way. Facilitates to Henderson. In low, it comes to Rob Williams III. Outside, Scoot lines up a triple and nails it right in front of the Houston bench. 6:40 left, 4th quarter. Blazers trailing 104-82. Scoot outside for 3. Eased into that one, Lamar.
Yeah.
They were talking about the Golden State Warriors. I don't want to, I don't want to tell Tom's story. Tom is here to tell his story.
Well, can he tell the Scoot story as well, too? Because of the Bulls scoring at this rate so far, Kev, the Blazers have not been able to get a lot of open floor situations. But that's okay with the way that Scoot's been shooting the ball.
Chamani clears midcourt. 5 minutes left here in the first half. Drive and hook. Scoot a 3. Had all day to think about it, and he drilled it. 2 of 4 from 3. He's got 10 points. Denny sees 3 defenders there. That allows Chamani to get to the corner. Scoot sets, fires. Yes, sir. That was pure.
Rough 3rd quarter on Miami. Henderson. Triples. It has gotten really hard for the Heat in this half. Scoot Henderson adds to the misery. Henderson tripled twice, both in this quarter.
Abdia handles off a high screen. Hartenstein switches. They come to double him. Off it comes to Scoot. He'll catch, went into the air, and drills a 3.
He wanted that lob for Shaden. He's always unselfish with the basketball, but if it's not there, he don't have to take it. Like that right there was there.
Minute and a half left in the 3rd period. Scoot Henderson is out with Williams, Murray, Shaden Sharp. 15-point Thunder lead just like that. 5:46 to go. Scoot a 3. Oh, he's got that 3 going. Simons on a Kamara screen. Tamani rolls, chest pass, Scoot, 3, got it. Beautiful play in the half court. Scoot Henderson knocking down the triple, and he has been nails.
Showing off his ball handling drills.
Henderson for 3, got it in rhythm.
DeAndre Ayton Orlando 2 of 12 from three-point range. Scoot up the floor. He's got a three in his sights, and he bagged it. Pure. Working Carter. 8 to shoot. Scoot takes it off the screen immediately into a triple. Bam! Down it goes. Don't get antsy.
Okay,
The chicken will be here. Continue though. Here's Scoot outside. Catch and shoot three. Got it. That has been so solid. Scoot Henderson into front court. Henderson off the 8 screen. Step back for three. Got it. Suns on top by 4. 6:13 remaining third quarter. Up top. Scoot. Grant comes off the screen, sees traffic, hooks it to Scooter. He'll guide a three up and in.
DA, when he's playing with force, the Blazers are just a different team. Got to give a shout out to someone who reached out to me on X earlier from Ecuador. Ecuador Total reached out and asked, what's the Blazers record when he has at least 12 field goal attempts?
It's Toppin beneath the rim, serving it up, centering. Blazers crumble Thomas Bryant to the floor, steal it. It's Grant shoveling ahead to Sharp. Nice cut. Tamani whirls in. Look at the ball pop to Henderson for three, and he got it. Oh, that's the way. Simons checked by Shepard on the edge. Off to Scoot. Catch, shoot three up. Got it. He's been really, really good with that. 7 to shoot. 6:18 to play. Blazers up 10. Henderson a deep three. Yeah! Blazers up 2, 4.5 to play here in the second. Scoot a three, lined it up right between the eyes.
Blazers with 11 second chance points in the second quarter alone. They don't need it that time as Henderson hits a tray. Sharp, couple of head fakes. Good defense by Gobert. Henderson launches and it rolls in.
Once again, the lob to Ayton. That's his specialty. Avdia nearly traveled. Pretty good defense by Tyson. Henderson for three. So Scoot Henderson.
Blazers just didn't have a ton of size down low. Hachimura took advantage.
Scoot Henderson off a screen from Ron Williams III. Zeroes in on the triple, and he got it. Simons on the run, galloping over here to Scoot. In transition, a three is up and in, and that changes the complexion of this thing.
Percent of his ISO plays, taking guys off the dribble. Turbo, back to you guys.
Thank you, Tom. Turbo misses both free throws, but Kamara runs down the offensive rebound, and Scoot Henderson, who's
in the first road game of this upcoming trip.
Scoot outside for three. Scoot Henderson knocks down a triple, and everything.
At Denver, where Jokic had an incredible game of 40 points, and then Jamal Murray had a 55-point game. And then they came home, Blazers come home, and Scoot knocks down a three.
Because he was on the USA select team, there's all these shots with Micah, along with Steph and LeBron and Durant and all those guys. You can tell what a probably great experience that was for him last summer.
2, 3, maybe 4 purple jerseys in the paint on the defensive end on the missed shot. And guys doing work on the other end collectively. Beautiful pass for that three in the left corner.
Scoot Henderson's of that same draft class. He was the 3rd pick. He's 10th in minutes played per game. His three on the left side, much improved this year.
Oh, it's a real good on-ball defense there. Kick out to Henderson. Rattles in a three. Scoot and Walker working a little two-man, and Scoot fills it up for three. Pass out to Carrington. Ball in the air, secured by Grant. Simons driving left, a kick out to Henderson. Portland 2 of 4, Washington 5 of 11. Deflection leads to a steal for the Blazers. He's had active hands all night. Scoot, another three.
Back on the floor along with Jabari Walker for Portland. Sharp drive, draws a lot of attention. Henderson an open look, bottom for three.
15-11 on the Portland.
Really like that, John. Sorry about that. I really like that. The ball movement created that opportunity for Jarrett to step in the middle there.
Scoot Henderson for three. Today's play and nearly 7 assists. Scoot checked by Porter off the reach screen into a triple in rhythm.
life out of you. Got to play through that.
Jerome anticipated that Henderson pass. Henderson has to lob up a grenade. Oh, brother, it's just been that kind of a day.
Like you mentioned, the 3 fouls is a big deal.
Would have been big, and it's big to get 3 on the best defender for Portland, Kamara. Henderson from the outside. He has had a very good first half. 10 points for Scoot Henderson.
The interesting thing is, Michael, you've said this many times, the hardest part about being a young player is more on the defensive side as Henderson again fires away from deep.
And he reaches for the basketball, which is, I think, is the key thing here.
And it ends up being a 4-point trip for the Blazers with that free throw on the take foul.
Grant off the screen, slithers into the lane to the glass. That's rejected, tipped out, and Kamara will retrieve it. He'll knife in, finds Scoot, he elevates for 3. Got it, nothing but corn on that baby. And the Blazers are within 5.
Everybody's kind of taking their time trying to make sure they don't turn over and forcing some turnovers.
Keith Santos is everywhere. Scoot Henderson for 3. And Portland calms the Warriors down a little bit.
To go to whatever finish he needs.
Blazers off to an 11-3 rebounding edge. Checking in for his first stint tonight is Scoot Henderson, and he is locked, loaded, and ready. Oh, boy. Pass nearly thrown by Avdia. He comes back to get it from Anunoby. They reconstitute, and Scooter drills a triple in the corner. Cameron Payne into the lane, forces a high trajectory on that one. Klingon does. Down 2 Knicks go. The Blazers come 5-on-3 up the floor. Scoot, a 3 in transition. Got it!
Yeah.
Let's get the ball in bounds at this point. Here's Klingon. He snares it. Hands off to Scoot. Working off a screen. Step back for 3. Backed it up and in! Wow. Scoot Henderson with a bank 3.
Vince, Chauncey, T-Mac, and Alvin. His 4 great friends as that 3-pointer.
Scoot up the floor. A graceful 3-point shot. Cross court to Matisse Thybulle on for his first shift of the night. Scoot will take it back from him. Play makes with 11 to shoot. Calls his own number and drills a 3, stepping out on the wing. Here's Avdia with it. In the corner, it comes to Murray along the baseline. Swing it out on top. Scoot Henderson.
Best place he could possibly be would be here in Portland. Loves his teammates. As coach said, he's very coachable, but he's very content where he is right now.
Porter gets a quick pop from 3 that's off. The Blazers the other way. Kamara sails into the lane to the glass and is fouled by Murray right at the rim. Boy, Craig, not seeing it. Scoot outside for 3. He nailed it, so it must be contagious. Craig nails the 3. Second successful run in Boston.
Donovan tried to help up on Tatum, and Horford just released into that space. Good shot, Scoot.
Blazers win the loose ball. Thybulle into the lane. Kick out pass. Scoot in the air for 3. 7:48 remaining, 4th quarter. Blazers relentless, coming right back. Sharp off the screen from Klingon. Hook pass. Scoot, catch, shoot 3. Up and in! Scoot Henderson with a triple.
To get into a position where he could get a high percentage shot for himself.
Scoot Henderson, number 2 overall pick a few years ago, laces one.